Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my Joann haul. I'm sort of like doing what everyone else is doing, where I'm just sort of going to my nearest locations and doing like a panic last minute shop, just trying to figure out what I can get in these last minute deals. And it's been such a great go-to store for me for everything, fabric, any supplies, any tools. Yeah, I'm very bummed that it's on its way out, and I'm sad for the people who work there too. I've had many conversations with employees at Joann, and it's just very sad. And everybody is I think I can definitely say we're all grieving this together. But I want to share with you some of the things that I picked up in the store. In one of my stores, I have two that I go to in LA. There's one in Sherman Oaks and there's one in West Hills, and I've gone to both many times. And the one in Sherman Oaks has a Viking Husqvarna store in it, and because they're on their way out with Joann, they're not going to be relocating for a while, so they're selling off everything in their little shop too. I just recently got a Viking sewing machine for my birthday, which was super cool. It's very fancy, and it has a whole like embroidery part that attaches to it, and I'm still yet to get into that or unpack it and explore that side of it, but I picked up some things for it along the way. So I got this multi-pack of stabilizers, so I can explore which kind of stabilizers will work best for different projects. So this is just sort of like my experimental pack. So I thought that was really great. Everything at Viking right now in the Joann store is half off, so it was super amazing to walk in and get these deals. I picked up a few spools of embroidery thread to just practice with. I figure I didn't need much, but it's pretty amazing. These are only like $3 each. I got a couple feet. I got one that is a stitch in the ditch foot, which I think would have been really helpful for my last sewing instructional, my last tutorial. For the modern Victorian blouse, there is a point where you stitch in the ditch, and I didn't do it with my machine. It just made me panic, and I was all over the place. It was sort of devastating, so I did everything by hand. This would have been super helpful for that, so I got one of these. It is very cool, and I'm eager to play around with that. And then the other foot I got it's called a single welt cord foot. So this is really great for piping. So the piping on like pillows, like this right here, is called piping. So inside of here is just like a little welt cord, and so this just has like a little divot underneath it that allows you to push that through and sew really close to it. So when you attach it to this fabric, it's very close and tight. So that is going to be really great because I'm going to be reupholstering one of our chairs, and it's made of 4 giant rectangular cushions, and I want to do piping for that as well. Someday I will be making those with this, which is great. And then I picked up some double needles. I've never done double needle sewing before. I think that's going to be really great for the necklines and t-shirts. It's just going to look really beautiful and polished to be able to do that. They're really cool looking. I've never had a machine that was capable of doing that, so I'm excited to try that out too. So I got a bunch of those and some ballpoint needles for working with knit. I'll show you all these patterns that I got that I'm planning to sew for spring and for summer. So this is basically like, I'm a Capricorn. I need structure. I need to know what's like happening ahead of time. So this is going to be a great foundation for that, so I know what's happening ahead, so I can keep an eye out for different fabrics and whatnot. But I really need to be in control and know what's ahead of me. So, and I got all of these because they're inspired by images that I've already pinned. Like I put them on my Pinterest board, And so as I was flipping through the books and then, you know, just being a scavenger in the stores for these, I knew exactly what I would be doing with these because I've been looking at these images for so long. So for the first one, the first couple, they are for children. And so I have a toddler. She's going to be 4 in April, which is super, super great. It's really fun making clothes for her because it's teaching me so much by using so little. I really recommend it for anyone who's a beginner with sewing. Just sew for kids. Sew for babies, sew for kids. You use very little material. There's like less to deal with, you know, there's no darts, whatever. So it's like, it's a very fun, basic way to begin sewing. This is McCall's M8373. There's the figure A is like a really sweet little top. It kind of like reminds me of like a baby doll dress, but it's a top and it's got this really pretty frill on the sides. And I have a few images that have inspired me. As far as fabrics go and details go and ruffles go, these all really inspire me to make something pretty out of this pattern for my daughter. The next one I have is Simplicity. It's 8708. It's just this really beautiful dress. I just love the neckline. Again, it's got a sweet ruffle to it. There's like a nice ruffle in between the sleeve and the bodice. So that's a really sweet detail as well. So I think this one's going to be really fun to work on. And I have some inspiration photos for that too. I was sort of looking at just really sweet details like around the neckline or just embroidery on the bodice. So I feel like that's like a nice way to sort of punch up this style. The next one I have is Simplicity S9596. It's going to be a super basic thing to make. It's going to be really easy, so I think it's going to be fun to share with anyone who is a beginner and wants something that's comfy. I'm all about comfort these days. Comfort and natural materials, like that's just like where I'm at. So this is like an oversized dress, which is nice because essentially it's like wearing an oversized t-shirt. Because it has more detail, it feels more feminine. It's really nice. I'm really thinking about like the heat that we get here in LA during the spring and summer. I live really close to Topanga, but I'm on the valley side. So when you're in the valley, I can't not even express how crazy the heat gets over here. Like I grew up at the beach, so I've been a beach brat my whole life. Since moving to the valley, I mean it was a very humbling experience, I'll just put it that way. The difference in degrees is like could be anywhere from like 10 to 20 degrees. It's insane. So the heat, I'm just already anticipating the heat for the summer, so I'm just looking at things that I'm probably going to end up wearing to stay cool the whole time so I don't go crazy. So this oversized dress is really nice. And then there's like this kind of apron dress. It looks like a pinafore or like an apron type of thing that you can wear over a t-shirt. So I have some inspiration photos here from that too. I really like how this white one is over the black t-shirt. It just looks so casual and cool. I even like it in the pink. I wouldn't even wear, I don't know if I would wear something this punchy, but I think it would be really fun to do something this simple in like a punchy pattern. And also gingham. Gingham's a great option as well. So those are some options for that one. The next pattern I got is Simplicity S9918, and this is a dress. I don't know if I would typically wear something like this. The length, I think the length is a little too long. I would definitely shorten it. But I really love the puffy sleeve. I feel like it was like trending for so long, for maybe the past like 10 years, and it's sort of like on its way out, but I still really like it because it's super feminine, and I would probably do this in something white. Again, another nice summer dress. So this is a top, but I like how it's similar. It's like the similar structure to the dress in this pattern. So I'm just sort of looking at the top and imagining what that would look like as a white dress instead. I just love the whole style, even with the boots. So yeah, just getting an idea of like what different fabrics will look like with this puffy sleeve if I want a linen or a cotton or whatever. So it's gonna be really pretty. The next one is super basic. It's just an apron. But I've been looking at those, I've always wanted like a Japanese apron, the one that crosses over the back, and I was gonna do something, I was gonna make a pattern, but then I came across this and I thought it was really cute. I like figure A. I like how whenever I've worked with an apron, I've always been that person who will cross it, who will tie it in the back, but then bring it to the front and tie it here. And so I liked figure A just for that. So it's a very loosey-goosey type of style, and I'll give that a whirl too. So some inspiration photos for that. I also like the idea of just using linen for this too. I think it'll be really pretty. So that's another one that's super easy and utilitarian. So this next one is kind of funny. It's pajamas. It's S9928, and they're basically pajamas, but I will tell you, every time I look at a set of summer pajamas somewhere, I just think it's so cute. There are so many sets out there that are so, they're either like so sweet with like these like ruffle details or eyelets. Because they're sets, I feel like you can still wear them to the beach if they're not too sheer. It's like something you can easily wear over a bikini or a bathing suit when you go down to the pool or to the beach. It's just like super summery and light. So I could easily do figure B and D, so like the top and the shorts from this, and sort of play around with it and just add different details to it that I think will make it more feminine or just fun. If it ends up being something I'm not going to wear out, at least I'll be wearing it in my bed, and that will be cozy and keep me cool at night when it's super hot here. And the last one I got is S9101, and it just gives me that like bohemian feel. When I was like researching examples for this dress, like something I would want, I put in what did I call it? Oh, like a shaman maxi dress. This is what it kind of reminds me of. It's like very bohemian, like live on the prairie or in a cult type of shape to it. I don't know, but I like it. I'm into it. It's very like Topanga to me, which is very appropriate. But I have some inspiration photos here. So I was looking at like different colors. I don't know what color I would make this dress in. I don't know if I would use a pattern or a solid color. So I was like sort of looking at what a maxi dress would look like in linen, because it's just so much fabric and I just want to see how it drapes. I have like not spaghetti strap, but I have like a tank top maxi dress I got once in the south of France, which is really cool at some flea market, and so I've just held on to it forever because it's just a really cool piece. But it's so much fabric, so I have to really want to wear that. I have to like know how I'm gonna wear it when I do. I haven't worn it in a while, so I feel like maybe because it doesn't have sleeves, I haven't put it on. So I'm skeptical about having this much fabric all over me. But it's very pretty and I want to try it out. So I was looking at what it would look like in these like lighter colors like creams or even like with embroidery. But then I saw this one in pink and I was like, I could probably do something in like a softer pink, like something fun and cheery. Like pink is a very cheery color and I like how it makes me feel, and it would make my daughter be very happy. So maybe I'll try this in a pink linen. I don't know. But then I also like this one where they change it up. They have like this really beautiful like embroidered top like part of the bodice, and then the sleeves are different, and then like the rest of the dress is a different color. So it's sort of this like color and like different pattern blocking, which is really cool. That's my spring summer pattern inspiration. Again, it could change, I don't know, we'll see, but it's like that's gonna give me like a nice foundation of like what to look forward to and what I'm gonna bring to you on this channel. And they may change, I don't know, we'll see. But that's what I picked up in my last haul from Joann's. Yeah, she's been a real friend. So I hope that you were able to pick up some last minute things. I really don't mind shopping online, but I believe that it is so important to touch fabric and to just see it in person before purchasing. Unless you absolutely feel confident in that seller and you know what you're going to be getting over and over. I just love seeing everything in person, and so I'll miss that aspect of shopping at Joann. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you're picking up any last minute things, if you're picking up fabric or tools or whatever supplies, if you have, let me know if you're inspired by any of these pieces or if you want to see something in particular. I'm totally open to suggestions. I really love doing this. I want to do this for a living. I would just love to teach. I love this as an opportunity to teach and to share and to help and to learn. I feel like I've learned so much already, and I've only been doing this for a few months. Just be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Okay, well, I gotta go pick up my kid from school, so I hope that you found this useful and inspiring, and I will see you in the next video.